Hello. Hello. Good morning. I want to introduce our new story for today called Smelling. This is another nonfiction text by Sharon Gordon, and it is a book that I'm going to read to you now. And then, of course, you're going to be making some connections to this text and also answering some questions about what you've learned from this text. You also will be visiting Pebble Go once again to listen to the article of smelling, the sense of smelling. And then going to the next tab, which is more reading, and clicking on the next book about smelling, or what we smell. All the details are included in the link that you will be reading and seeing below. But I'm going to start by reading smelling. So here we go. Smelling. Smelling. Ooh, I love this page. The hot apple pie is almost ready, but how will everyone know where to find it? Their sense of smell will tell them where to go. I think I'm going to read from this side. Smelling is one of the 5 senses. The others are seeing, hearing, tasting, and touching. And we have definitely spent 2 days talking about hearing. The word I have highlighted is the 5 senses. That's something you're used to. You have learned about that in preschool, you've learned about that in kindergarten, and now you're learning about that again in 1st grade. Sorry, Maggie's using her senses on the carpet. All right, let's move on. There's our friend. The sense of smell begins with your nose, and all kinds of smells are floating in the air around you. When you take in a breath of air, you take in lots of smells. The air carrying the smells goes into your nose, and then it moves deep inside your head into what we call the nasal cavity. I'm going to say that again. Nasal cavity. And this is a great looking diagram that describes that. Brain, nasal cavity, nose. Brain, nasal cavity, nose. It's pretty interesting to see the body this way. This picture is unique. There are millions of tiny little hairs inside your nasal cavity, and these special hairs catch the floating smells. So this picture is very unique because this is a microscopic picture of the tiny hairs that are inside your nasal cavities, which are here and here. Okay? Yes, you have hair inside your nose, your nostrils, but that's not what this picture is showing you. This picture is the really tiny microscopic picture of the hairs inside your nasal cavities, which are here and here. Okay? Pretty neat, right? Those catch the smells around you. Pretty cool. Ooh, sometimes these hairs tell you that your brain, or tell your brain what the smells are. That is how you smell things. And so if you look at these pictures, we can see some good smells, barbecue, yum, and some bad smells, garbage. Like the garbage hill by Germantown, where you guys live, not so good. Not such a good smell. Let's look on. Do you love to wake up to breakfast? Do you smell the breakfast cooking? Well, add some cinnamon to the pancake batter. Can you smell the difference? There's lots of different smells in this world. There's many different smells. One smell does not smell like the other. Walk through a flower garden. Can you smell the difference between a rose and a lilac? No peeking. Roses smell beautiful, but there's other flowers that smell just different. Same, but different. Beautiful, but different. Do you like the smell of perfume? There are so many to choose from. You might think about the perfume your mom wears, or even the cologne, which is kind of a perfume for men. What they wear smells really good. Or for some people, not so much. That's why there's different perfumes for different people. Not all smells are good. I bet you can see that. A scared skunk gives off a very bad smell. Watch out. Don't let him spray you or you will smell that bad too. Woo-wee! P.U. Food that's rotten, ugh, smells bad. The smell lets you know not to eat it. So some smells are actually good warning signs, like, okay, hey, if I smell my milk that's been in the refrigerator for a little while, I know I shouldn't be drinking it. I shouldn't be using it on my cereal because it's rotten. And that probably will make me sick. So your sense of smell is very informative too. The smell of smoke warns you of danger. Is there a fire nearby? Some smells can even make you cry. And you can see these kids are cooking, but they're cutting onions. Onions can make your eyes water. I just cooked up some onions for our dinner, and they made my eyes water for sure. And here were the words the author wanted you to know. Garden, hairs, nasal cavity, snows, perfume, skunk, and smoke. Let me show you those more closely because it's hard for me to read and share the pictures at the same time. All right. So friends, that was just book 2 of the same series of stories that we started with earlier this week about hearing. So now you're going to be clicking and printing or writing on your own piece of paper a response to 2 things or 1 thing you've learned about smelling and something you really love that smells good to your nose and something not so much. So I'm expecting you to do your best penmanship and show me your best effort because I'm not asking you to do a whole writing assignment today. This is the most important writing assignment I would like to see, and I will be asking mommies and daddies to take a picture and send it to me. Again, you're going to be telling me about something you've learned from this book, about smelling, especially those nasal cavities and those hairs inside the nasal cavities. And of course, 1 thing you enjoy smelling and 1 thing you don't. All right. The Pebble Go link will give you more information about the sense of smell, and the extra book you're going to listen to is also kind of giving you more information about the sense of smell. So enjoy yourself and do your best work. I'll be looking for it. Bye.